What is going up, everybody? We're going to be talking about the top five stocks for dividend growth here on this video. So, if you guys don't know what a dividend, a dividend, can't even say it. But if you don't know what that is, that's when a company gives some of the profits to their investors. If you own shares in their company. So, we're going to be talking about the top five stocks that offer the largest dividends. And most of these will come to a surprise. And I was actually kind of blown away when I was looking at these. So I thought I would share it with you guys. All right, so let's make sure we got everything good to go. All right, so the first one here is J&J, also known as Johnson and Johnson. So as you guys can see, this is kind of a little more of an expensive stock here. In the past 180 days, it's hit a high of 151. And yes, that is kind of a pricier of a stock, but it offers a 2.66% return for a dividend, which is, extremely well for a stock. I think there's only pretty much a handful of these stocks that offer over 2%. So, and that's very good. And, there's six. All right, we can continue, but I got to get to something later about dividends and how it's a great way to make passive income, stuff like that. But it's okay. Let's continue going before we get distracted here. All right, so the second one here is Wells Fargo. Let's make sure we're connected to each other. All right, and the ticker is WFC, and that's Wells Fargo, as you guys can see, the bank. And this has hit a high of 66.31, had a huge sell off, and just is pretty much consolidating here. So this one, maybe not a very good one to hold for long term, but you will get a significant dividend. Let's make sure what I wrote. This one is a 2.9% return, and that is fantastic again, especially for a stock that's under $100. You could really capitalize on that share size, so I would take advantage of that. So that's Wells Fargo. They're a great company. All right, let's continue on here. All right, the next one is XOM, and that's Exxon Mobil, the gas company. They offer a 4.04% return, and it's under $100. Which is good. It hit a high of 95.55, and ever since oil has been cheaper, we've had just a little bit of a consolidation and more of a downward trend right now. But in the future, hopefully that these companies start figuring out something, because I feel like electric is the wave of the future. We have these companies like Tesla and NIO, that stock that was going crazy this past couple of days. We have these stocks that are fantastic, and the company has a good base, and they're just great companies. So I would highly recommend going and checking them out. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about dividend growth. So ExxonMobil, fantastic, 4.04% return. That's really, really good. All right, next one here, DUK. And which one is that? I don't remember what. So this one's called Duke Energy Incorporated. This offers a 4.5% return. I'm just seeing what they do. I can't really, it doesn't really say. Okay. So they have had a lot of good earnings this past couple of years, and that's how they were able to offer a very good dividend of 4.5% 4.5%. And, that is extremely well. We have a very, very solid support here at 72.28. So honestly, if this thing rides back up to 91, and continue and falls down, we could get a possible trade on this thing, which is nice. So DUK, it's under $100. It's 81.70 right now. I would just continue to load up your portfolio with some of these stocks just for their dividend capability. Alrighty, and I believe this is, I don't know if this is the best one, but it's this next one I'm about to show you will guarantee surprise you. Alright, so the next one is AT&T. Alright, now this one offers, hold on, a 6.26%. And yes, it is on a downward trend, but like I was saying, this is one of those companies, they're not going anywhere. They're a strong, reliable company. They're on a downward trend right now, but I'm not worried about it. $33. Let's see what the max time period is, just so we get a better okay, so it looks like it has had a high of almost $60, and that did held very, very strong resistance. But other than that, this seems like a pretty reliable company. It has multiple bounces off $23. So we're gonna I'm gonna set an alert. Whoops. We want price alert. Create alert down here. Not a drawing alert. So now we want this stock for when it hits. So very strong, support here and down here. So 23.92 is pretty solid. I would make a trade all day on this if I knew that this thing would pop, and it's popped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. If you guys don't know anything about history, history tends to repeat itself when it comes to these larger companies, especially for when they bounce. You can literally almost just pick the penny and say it's gonna start getting more buying pressure now. So these are the top stocks for dividend growth. So I would literally kind of put maybe $1,000 into some of these, and start getting that dividend passive income, because you're not going to be able to work for it. You don't have to, which is the best thing about it. It's 100% fantastic. It's pretty much like free money as long as you give out that initial stock to buy. And all of these stocks are going to be long-term growth stocks. I don't know about Exxon Mobil, but the rest, I think they all have a pretty solid future in the next 40, 50 years. The only reason why I don't think Exxon Mobil is just because it's an oil company, and where everybody's all switching to the electric, and they want that tech feel. So I just don't see a company like that, and that's 100% my opinion. So if you guys think that it is a good buy and we will always be on oil, I can see that. But it's just not in the next 40 or 50 years when I'm old and retired. Am I going to want to worry about, is oil, and I would rather just be like, okay, so, electric is the new thing. We already have many car companies moving to become more electric and get it cheaper. So I think, yeah, it will be a very, very good thing for us. Looks like there's pretty good support here. I didn't even realize it. in between that 44.28 and that $42 area. But other than that, though, those are the top 5 stocks for dividends. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please sure to comment, like. If you have any questions, shoot them down below. You know, I always love going through and getting some comments on some of my videos. It actually really means a lot to me. So that's it, though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to always stay happy, stay positive. Peace out. Hope everybody has a fantastic weekend today, because it's Friday right now. It could be a different day when you guys watch this. But take care. I hope everybody has a fantastic day.